Hello, today is a very important day in the history of war against COVID 19. Developing country like India, it launched its massive vaccination program in the world. So today, the 16th of January 2021, the historical day, the Indian government released some facts about COVID 19 vaccine. So here I am going to discuss about that facts which was released by Indian government by today. Shall we go to the presentation? So first thing, everybody have a lot of question about vaccine. Who is eligible? Shall I give the vaccine to my kid? Shall I give the vaccine to my school going child? Or who is really eligible? So as per the current guideline, the vaccination is authorized for the use of 18 years and above. The person who is 18 years and above is eligible for vaccination. Number two, another question, co-administration of vaccines. Like for example, a person got recently an accident or a small injury, they're going for TT, or people may go some other vaccines. Suppose if they're going for splenectomy, they should give vaccine for pneumococci like that. So co-administration of vaccine, other vaccines like cholera, typhoid, whatever it may be. So 14 days interval is ideal. If you are taking COVID vaccine today, you need to take other vaccines after 14 days if required. So minimum 14 days period is ideal as per the government guideline. Number three, interchangeability. So what does it means? There are two vaccines are available. One is Covaxin, another one is Covishield. And we need to do two doses. So the interchangeability means first dose is Covaxin, second dose is Covishield, or vice versa, like this. Strictly says no interchangeability is accepted, because very simple reason, both the mechanisms are different. One vaccine is killed virus, another one is recombinant virus. So both mechanisms are totally different. So it is not advisable to interchange the vaccines. If you follow Covaxin, follow both doses, or if you follow Covishield, you need to follow the both. Next is contraindication. Yes, the major point. Everybody wants to know what is the contraindication. Number one, known allergic to previous dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Definitely we are not in the category because we are going to get the vaccine first time. Second, known allergic to drugs or any food items or any other vaccines, previous history of allergy. Next is pregnancy and lactation is strictly contraindicated. Next is temporary deferral. A short period of time you should not take the vaccine in the following condition. Number one, acute illness or the person currently having COVID-19. Currently having COVID-19 or any other acute illness, hospitalized patients. Number two, the person who took monoclonal antibodies or convalescent plasma therapy. Because the COVID-19 patient, monoclonal antibody or convalescent plasma, they already having antibodies. The immune system will produce the antibody, or artificially they have plasma or monoclonal antibodies. Those existing antibody will inhibit the production of the antibodies which is produced by the vaccine. That's called feedback inhibition. Our immune system will think already antibodies are there, why should I act like that? Or the antigen which was given to the patient may be neutralized by the existing antibodies. So vaccine may not be that much effective if you give the vaccine to these patients. So how long we can defer? At least 4 to 8 weeks. With the patient on monoclonal antibody or convalescent plasma, after 4 to 8 weeks, we can give the vaccine. Next is with caution, very important. The patient who is having bleeding disorders, clotting factor deficiency, or any coagulopathies or platelet disorders, these people we need to use with caution. We need to check all the other parameters. Next is special population. It's $1 million question. Many people are asking, already I have COVID-19. I was recovered from COVID-19. Shall I eligible? I already got the disease. Why should I get the vaccine? These are the common questions. But please remember, the person who have the past history of COVID-19 or COVID-19 disease, or even the past history of RT-PCR positive, even though they're asymptomatic, those who can take the vaccine. They can take the vaccine after 4 to 8 weeks of recovering from the illness. Next, many people have different kind of disorders, cardiovascular disorders, renal disorders, pancreatic like diabetes mellitus, liver disorders, central nervous system disorders, or gastrointestinal disorders. All people can take the vaccine. There is no contraindication. Next is even immunocompromised HIV positive patients. We call them as PLHIV. They also can take the vaccine. And do not forget, people on immunosuppressive drugs like transplant patients or any patient with malignancy, they are also can take the vaccine. These are all the special population. They are eligible for the vaccination. Next is the take-home message is number one, follow the government guidelines strictly, including the eligibility criteria, exclusion criteria, contraindications, everything you follow the government guidelines strictly. Number two, do not take any shortcuts because everybody want to get vaccine. So don't take shortcuts. Number three, it's our duty to remove the fear, myths and misconceptions with solid scientific evidence. Because many rumors are there, it may cause impotency. Some people died within 5 days of taking vaccine in trial period. That this lot of things are there. Everything we need to conquer with scientific evidence. Okay, so hope you people understood some facts about COVID-19 vaccine. So this is the source from Government of India portal. Precautions for COVID-19 vaccination. Important facts you should know. Dated 16 January 2021. Soon I am going to see you with one more video with more updates of what are the dose, what is the mode of administration, many other things. Thanks for patience listening. Thank you very much.